Well, good day. Recently the first group of people, arrived here in the United States from South Africa. These poor, poor white people that Donald is saying, they're fleeing oppression and violence and genocide. And heart really goes out to them. It sure does. And, I love Donald's words. He's talking about all these poor people. Yet the government of South Africa, government officials have come out and said, no, none of that is true. There is no genocide going on. One of the major courts in South Africa recently ruled there is no genocide against the white farmers going on in South Africa. Journalists, academics have gone in and looked at the crime statistics, published in South Africa. There's no evidence that this is occurring. People that are currently living in South Africa and have been there for decades have come out and said, no, this is not true. It's all horse manure. But don't tell that to Donald or MAGA, because they claim that every year hundreds of thousands of white farmers in South Africa are being violently unalived. The evidence of this, there is no evidence of this. Trump will present the evidence of this when he presents his health plan that it's been, 8-9 years now that he's promised, and it has never, ever, ever, ever happens. But what I find is especially rich is that there are people in the world right now that are really being violently oppressed, unalived, and where genocide and other horrible things are going on. They have been trying to come here to the United States, seeking asylum and protection and sanctuary about what's happening in their home countries. Yet Trump won't give them the time of day. But these people from South Africa, who he's going to give, fast-track citizenship and all kinds of benefits and perks and whatever, they have some imagined right-wing conspiracy going on. I mean, for example, what's going on in Haiti with the gangs is absolutely 100% horrific. And so many people have fled from there to come to the United States seeking sanctuary and hope. And recently, the Trump administration has been looking at, why don't we look at tying those people who fled the gang violence that's going on in Haiti? Let's say that they're gang members, and therefore we can just deport them to El Salvador, out in Libya, or wherever the place is right now. Absolutely horrific. The same people who are fleeing the gangs, they've been looking at, maybe we'll say that they are the gang members. Absolutely horrific. Or they've been looking to, reject citizenship of people from Ukraine. Everything that's going on. And of course, there is a place in the world right now where ethnic cleansing and genocide is going on, and where even today there are even new reports of a bombing that killed scores and scores of innocent civilians that have recently been cut off from food and water and other basic needs and essential supplies. Aid groups have been trying to get into these people to help them. They've been attacked. Most recently, an aid group tried to come in over the water to supply essentially needed goods in Gaza, and they were attacked by drones. So there are places in the world where genocide and oppression and violence of people is occurring. So many different places. So many different places that people are suffering. And the only thing that sets them apart, for the most part, is the color of their skin from these South Africans. So Trump is, they're being violently oppressed, and they're white. And they're white. And they're white. And he thinks that they're also going to be future voters for him. So don't be talking about, We're having these people come here because, there is some horrible genocide going on. They're violently oppressed. Well, there's other people who need the help, desperately need the help from the United States. And the United States won't give them the time of day, especially if their skin color is not white. And my God, what a crying shame that is.